today on Bar Talk ATL, I have some amazing guests from all over. And I'm so excited to hear your stories, your inspirations, your motivations, and what started, your successes. And today we're going to start with Miss Lena Cole.
Well, my name is Lena Cole, and I am from Dallas, Texas, originally from San Antonio. And my thing are extremely long nails. My nails are extremely long. I've been growing my nails for now over 40 years.
Okay.
And this is part of me. This is who I am.
Okay. So, Miss Lena, what inspired you to start growing your nails?
Actually, I was a nail biter. I started off in an extreme nail biter.
Okay.
Extremely long. I was biting them to the nubs. And I've always watched women with long nails and admired them, but never thought I could grow them. And it was just a habitual habit that I had, just biting them. And I would have people always tell me, "You have such nice hands. Why don't you let your nails grow a little bit?" But I couldn't get rid of that habit of biting them. So I decided, well, if I can just let one nail grow, I could still have the best of both worlds. Have one grow and then bite the other 9.
Okay.
And so that's what I did.
So you started with one nail.
With
one nail at a time.
But that nail happened to outgrow all the others at the very end. So at the end, this is the result. This is the longest nail of all 10. And this is the one that I started growing first.
Wow.
And I've had to trim it because for some reason it outgrows the others. But it's always been my longest.
Oh, wow.
So when I started growing it, I had someone say, now, there's a way to protect that nail so it would continue to grow without breaking. So I started visiting nail salons. And people out there in the world that know what nail products does, I have put a protective coating over that one nail, and that helped the nail from breaking. And that's how I was able to grow. So I still bit the others.
Wow.
It was awful. And then finally I just said, well, if I could stop biting one nail, I can stop biting the others. And then the rest is history.
Wow. So this is the roots of all nails. This one right here. This is the star.
This is the star.
Wow.
This is the star. So
how long do you plan on growing them? Like, what is your goal? Is there like more lengths to this?
I want to be able to enjoy them and still be able to function. So the day I'm not able to function, when they get into my way where I cannot drive, I cannot cook, then that would be the day that it's time to give it up. But this is the length that I chose to stay with. I've had people ask me to let them grow longer, but I've tried that and it just slows me down.
Yeah.
I worked in corporate America for 35 years.
With these nails?
With these nails.
Wow.
And a lot of it involved typing, and people ask me, how did you type? Well, I cheat.
Okay, tell me that, because I can't type.
Well,
so
people think that I sit at the computer, at the keyboard, and type like this, and it's impossible.
Okay. Right.
So I practiced doing it right. I said, well, maybe I could just type like this. So I was just like, then that slowed me down. That was like, it wasn't fast enough because I had to get orders out.
Yeah.
So I figured out a way. I got hold to some stylus pens that has the little rubber tip on the back.
Okay.
And I hold those stylus pens, and then I actually passed typing tests getting onto the company. That's how I was able to get on AT&T. Well, at the time it was Southwestern Bell until they changed over to AT&T. So, and they said, you're going to try to take a typing test with your nails? And I said, yeah, but I didn't tell them about my 2 styluses that I kept in my pocket. Yeah, and it wasn't like a speed, like a 60 words a minute. It was the job that required only like 20 words a minute.
Right. Okay.
Like that. And I practiced, and then all of a sudden I went and took that test. And I came out, they said, and they come with their mouth wide open. You passed.
They can't even tell you.
They couldn't believe it, and they never knew that I did that.
Wow.
And
how long did you stay there?
I was with AT&T for 35 years.
Oh my gosh, with these
35 years.
So what I love about this story is that you have shown us that anything's possible. And even with handicaps, you know what I'm saying, that there's always something that you can do in the midst of whatever it is that you're working with, right?
Exactly.
Oh wow, that gave me chills right there.
Okay.
I have no excuses why I can't. Now I really can't type. I really can't type. I cheat too, so I be like,
Yeah, use the nails.
I try to make the noise to make it sound like I can type
do
it
it.
right. Yes.
I mean, I can do it too.
Right. They be like, oh, she over there working herself to death. Well, I'm like, child,
No, I'm cheating.
I'm cheating.
Yeah.
But that is so inspiring.
And
so,
I've inspired a lot of women to want to wear that. And then I got into the business of appearing on talk shows, national.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
I've been on several
Okay.
national TV talk shows, and that kind of expanded, and people were able to see what I did. I'm pretty much the legendary type of talk show appearance because I was one of the first of the in the nail industry that appeared on national TV shows back in the early '90s.
Okay.
And so a lot of people were exposed to me by then, during that time. And it showed a lot about what we do and how we work with our nails, and that's inspired a lot of women.
Awesome. Okay, so I see that you are in collaboration with Mr. Jonathan Fields with Dark Gables Entertainment Productions Unlimited. Guys, let me introduce you to Mr. Jonathan Fields, and he's gonna talk more about you guys and what you guys are working on with Extreme Nails.
Okay, well.
You want to hold this and you want to talk about this?
Well, you can.
I can hold it.
Let the brand ambassador.
Let the brand ambassador hold it. Yeah.
That's her thing. I'm the CEO, the founder, and the editor of Dark Cable Productions Unlimited, and under that umbrella, we have a celebrity red carpet service, and we also have two publications. One, Extreme Nails International, of course, and the other one is Ambiance Uncut.
Okay. Are those two different magazines or just
two separate entities?
Okay.
Ambiance is more of an entertainment launching pad, and Extreme Nails is what it is.
So we got entertainment, we got fashion. There's nothing else left. That's it. You've covered the whole industry right there.
Yeah,
Fashion.
We incorporate music and community. We do a lot of community service stuff too.
Okay.
Red Cross will do stuff. Cancer, cancer awareness, cervical cancer. We do a lot of that stuff too.
Okay.
So we do give back to the community. That's one of the things that the creation of these magazines were.
Awesome.
Because their nickname is the People's Magazine.
Okay.
That's what it's about. It's about uplifting people who are coming up in any aspect of industry and trying to get that rung up so that they can shine and get their businesses and brands going.
That's right.
So that's what we cut our teeth on.
That's an awesome connection there. So how do you two meet? How did that come together?
I'll let Jonathan tell you how to start it off.
Let me try to say this in 100 words. or less. I met Lena.
Y'all got some history.
Not quite 10 years, but it's been close to it.
Okay.
And we were just friends on Facebook. And I met another person who will go nameless. Who suggested a concept to me, and we talked about it and found out that her and Lena were friends.
Okay.
So I wound up getting with her and some other folks, and we decided to do the production of a reality show to highlight the significance and the untold stories of extreme nail divas around the world.
Gotcha. And everyone had nails like this. Okay.
Yes. But the key thing about the nails, what I always want to emphasize, it's not as much the nails as the story behind the nails. That's my emphasis.
Yes.
Anybody can see somebody with nails and look at them and say, oh, how you clean your butt, how you the hygiene of your nails. I can't type. As you see, there's no hindrance to typing, right?
And she does hair.
Yeah, and she cooks. She's an excellent cook.
Yes,
Wow.
I am.
She cooks gumbos and she cooks stuff that's relatively complicated and requires a lot of dexterity.
Yes.
I have videos.
Right.
Yeah, of her doing that. So, our thing was to kind of bring those behind the scenes stories.
Okay.
And kind of, pull the curtain back on some things that people didn't know about these ladies. That was my vision.
I love it.
So when I got with Lena and a few of these ladies, our ideology was to create a concept called Real Nail Queens, which was a reality show based on 4 ladies. But unfortunately, as most entities or enterprises or groups go, there's always some dissension. There's always some people in there who are trying to undercut or have their own personal agenda.
Right, yes.
So it didn't work.
Wow.
But even though that didn't work, Lena and I maintained friendships, and we kind of decided that at some
And
point.
that is still our vision.
Yeah,
to have
and
a
that's what I was about to
reality
say. I know you
Yeah.
guys gonna still continue that on
Yeah.
because I would love to see something like
show. Oh,
that.
yeah. And I've tested the waters, and I would ask people out in public, and I say, well, what do you, and I really have gone up to people, because they would come to me first to acknowledge my nails,
Yes.
How do you do anything with those nails? That's the number one question.
Yes.
And I mean, but why?
Yeah.
Why? And I just tell them, because we dare to be different.
There you go.
We just dare to be different, and we are. I mean, we're a
Yes.
community of our own,
That's right.
and we know people are curious about what we do, how we do it,
Right.
when we do it, and where we
Wow.
do it. And I think, and I found out that people are interested, and I think, and Jonathan and I have talked about it, putting a reality show together would actually
Yeah, absolutely.
help people to understand why
It's
we
okay
do
to be
this,
different.
and it's okay
Right.
to be different,
Yeah.
and be proud of it. Just go out there and do it. I
Right.
don't care what other people say. If this is who you are and it makes you feel good, do it. And that's what
I
we
love it. I knew there was a story. I couldn't wait to. I was trying not to ask you too much about the nails. I wanted to wait to the show, but I think it was when I was looking for you guys last night when you arrived. The only thing I kept looking for was nails.
I know.
I was looking at everybody in the room, looking at everybody's nails, and they was looking at me like, what is she staring at me? What is this lady looking at me, staring at us? Why she keep watching us?
And that's my
And
identity.
I'm just looking at your nails.
And that's my identity, because wherever I go, people say, I said, do you remember me? They said, no, I don't think so. And then I'll do something like that. So, do you remember me now?
Yes.
Yes. You're the lady with the long nails.
Wow.
Okay, so that's my identity. That's my identity.
I love it. So, I love the story. I love the, and then we have the extreme nails. So how can anyone purchase the magazine? Where can they?
They can do one or two things. They can go on Facebook page, and usually I'll post the links and how you can purchase.
Purchase the magazine. And
see
it's a
the
lot of
magazine.
interesting stuff in here. You talk about, you mentioned some of the stuff that you're talking about in this magazine. The Nailz Whisperer Speaks. Is that something that?
That's sort of like an editor speaks type of thing. Like every month I'll speak on something in relevance to extreme nails or society as a whole.
Gotcha. Oh wow! So this is amazing. Soaking it teaches you how to take care of your nails, grooming your nails, and you mentioned a few salons, nail salons.
Yeah, that's
in
one of the
area.
things we try to give. We try to give salons their high. See, I understand.
This is nice.
Understand the
Yeah.
nail industry itself is $3.5 billion.
Yes.
So it's a lot of money being put into
Yes,
this
absolutely.
industry. But they don't get the notoriety. So
That's right.
so I try to incorporate so everybody gets a chance to put their brand out there. So I bring salons in. I go there and I do on location interviews, and I talk about the pros and cons of their service.
Okay.
What other things additional do you do besides doing nails? Which you'd be surprised. They do lashes, they do makeup. And see, a lot of people don't understand that. Unless they
Facials
go,
and
they
stuff
do
like
facials,
yes,
they do all
yeah.
that. So they don't really have an outlet either for somebody to really promote their salon. So I give them a free ad space in my magazine. So every month somebody gets some shine.
I love it. Extreme Nails, guys. Look at her. She is on the magazine. It's a beautiful picture. I love the story. Thank you so much. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to introduce our next guest on Bar Talk ATL. Stay tuned. And we're back. So next we have Miss Lena. We have two Lenas in the house. Lena Cole with Extreme Nails, and we have Lena Mingo with the reality show of the Hair Junkies, the Real Hair Junkies of Houston. welcome Miss Lena Mingo. She's going to tell us about herself and a little bit about her reality show.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
And thank Jonathan Fields for inviting us. Okay? Well, how this came, well, I'm a small town girl from Alabama,
Okay.
so I can't leave that out. Huge family, 12 sisters and brothers. After college, I moved to Houston. And after that, I wanted to do something different. So I went to beauty school and did hair. And from that, you know, I have a group of friends. And I sat down one day and I know they all thought I was crazy. And I said, guys, let's do a reality show because there's not one out of Houston. And they was like, a reality show? How do you come up with that? And I said, okay, I studied it. I don't know whether it's going to be right or not, but let's get it on. Let's try to do it.
Okay.
So we've been working on it for a while.
Okay.
So I came up, first of all, it was all hairstylists. And I said, that's not good enough. I want to go in and bring the barbers in. But everybody I knew that I brought in was my friends. Some people dropped out. You know, everybody's not going to believe you.
No.
And they don't
Everybody don't see the vision.
That's
like you
right.
said. Yeah,
they don't
see the vision.
And my brother always, Mark, he called me the hustler in the family, you know. And sometimes, you know, being a hustler is a great thing. So, you know, I said I wanted a reality show. We sit down and I talked to them about it. And they said, okay, let's do it. And I was really shocked when they said, let's do it, you know, because people think you're crazy if you come up to this. I had people say it wouldn't be done, nobody would pick it up. So that just kept me to moving and moving and
Harder.
moving and moving
That's
harder,
right. That's
you
right.
know, for success. So, you know, we was on the ON channel, the ON, for about a year.
About that.
And it was going real good. And then after a year, you know, we wasn't there anymore. So really, I got really discouraged. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
And I was kind of down and out. And I wanted to see who else wanted to push the show. And I talked to Skylor and I talked to TT because they've been there from the beginning. And I was like, what do you guys think we should do? And they was like, go for it, you know. And every time I would drop the show, somebody would call me and say, don't drop it, you know. Just keep going, keep going.
That's right.
And then I have a real great friend out of Houston, Texas, Cam Hill. And he would call me on my worst days. I was like, wow, Lena, I don't know what you're doing, but I just want you to keep going with the show. So after our show had COVID hit,
Yeah.
and then I was just,
So right when you were actually getting to the peak of it,
yes,
COVID came and just
it
set
just shut
everything
us
down.
completely down.
Right.
And I said, well, how are we gonna get
Wow.
moving
It's
again?
all about time.
Yeah, and we didn't know how to get moving. And I have to be honest, and we were just talking one day, and then one day this lady called me, Miss Graham, and she said, you know what, I got a friend, I think he would help you guys out. And I was like, oh, okay. And she, you know, then she gave me Jonathan's number, and then Jonathan hooked me up with Cassandra, and we all just been collaborating from that and really trying to get the show on. But I want anybody out there to know, if you want a real good reality show, try the Real Hair Junkies of Houston, Texas, because they have shows everywhere, but we don't have one in Houston. But I won't stop until they pick it up. And I hope Mona hears this.
Okay. You better talk to him in that camera.
Put 'em on
Look at that
blast.
camera and tell
Put 'em on
them,
blast.
and Mona, you know, you just cannot stop looking at us. I want Lifetime, I want We Television, whoever, just
That's
give
right.
us a call. We are ready
Yeah.
for this show. And you know, Jonathan has helped us out a lot. And he knows I get impatient sometimes. He was like, Lena, take time. And when I get off the
It
phone, I
does.
said, how much time?
It does. It takes
But you
time.
know, and then I want to hear somebody got this show.
Yeah.
But you know what keep me going? Kentucky Fried Chicken. He was 65
Yes.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
before he got a recipe.
That's right.
And I think about that
That's right.
every day.
He never
He
gave
had
up.
no money.
And
He
for to
was
be
poor.
here in Atlanta today,
Yes.
it's an honor and a pleasure.
Wow.
And I know somebody's going to see this show and somebody's going to pick us up. We've been waiting.
Absolutely.
The real.
Hair Junkies of Houston, Texas. And we are rare. It's hairstylists and barbers. And I mean, we have some fantastic people.
Yes.
And TT Glam, Skylor, Rod, who else we got on the show? Rock.
So you actually have one of your cast members here
Yes.
with you.
Yes.
Introduce what?
And best friends.
Yes.
Best friend,
Yes.
cast member, Skylor Ford
Yes, the hairstyle.
is in the building with us.
Yeah, and we can't forget Riri.
Yeah.
We can't
Right.
forget you.
Yeah.
And we got all types.
So,
I mean,
cast member, what actually are you? You just gonna be doing hair or what?
Well, I'm
He's the worst
like
one.
one of the main characters, but
Oh,
the
wow.
crazy part about the
Uh-oh.
whole situation, Lena just didn't realize when she asked me to be on the show
Wow.
that I would become the main character. Period. So
He
that's
the
all it
Nene of
is.
the show. He gonna be the
Yeah.
Nene of the show.
He's the protagonist.
Always ready to cut something. So yeah.
Oh, this gonna be really. I'm
It is.
excited.
Definitely.
Girl, so yeah, don't give up on this.
I
She's
won't.
not.
No.
I'm
She's
No.
not. She's not.
I get
So
this
Jonathan
done.
like Charlie with the Angels. He got everybody vision coming together under one umbrella together.
Let me say this.
I
Let
love
me
it.
say this real quick.
Yeah.
You know, I have to use my own personal experience. Sometimes God places people in your life for a
Absolutely.
reason.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
And when the person approached me, Edith, shout out to Edith Graham. Also,
Yes.
shout out to Cam Hill. We love you, man.
Yeah, we love you.
You're very motivating to me. When she approached me, she said, I got a friend that's working on a production, and I know you've done some stuff in LA. Maybe you can talk to her. I said, who is it? She told me. I said, well, I don't really know her. So I looked on her page, and I said, okay. And, I'm a researcher. If you tell me to go see somebody, I'm Googling them. I'm looking up all their
Yeah,
information
yes.
because I don't want to waste my time.
That's right. Yes.
So I saw a video of one of the episodes of her show. I was blown away. And I've seen a lot of reality shows. I used to work with the people who did LA hair, so I already know how that format. Her format is totally different.
Okay.
She's not copying anybody's format. She has a unique format. Her cast of characters, bar none, I haven't seen any like that.
Awesome.
Nobody's seen this before. So I got on the phone and called her and I said, I'm here. What you trying to do? And then we kind of went from there, and we were friends in there, and we called each other all the time, and she asked me questions, I asked her questions. So I definitely endorse the show, and I'm trying to help her do that.
Okay.
We're also trying to work out something where we can merge
Right.
Lena's brand with Lena's brand. Okay?
Yes.
And then it's
Nails
another
and
thing
hair.
about this show that everybody,
That's
I
what
really
we
want
need.
them to see. We have a transgender in the show. And his name is Mika. And I know she would be saying, if you didn't say something about me. But first of
Hey,
all, she
Mika.
went from a hair salon to dog grooming, now a funeral home. I mean, this girl has so many hats on her. She raising her 3 kids by
Okay,
herself.
okay.
She's a show all by herself.
Right.
And somebody out here got to hear us, and somebody out here got to give us a chance.
I love it.
And
They
will.
have to.
And they will.
I love it. Well, thank you for repping the Bar Talk ATL shirt too. You look absolutely
mind.
gorgeous in it.
And thank you for the show.
And I really enjoy you guys, and I am so happy that you guys came out to Atlanta. What actually is one of the questions I did want to ask you guys, because I feel like you just didn't come out here for me. What brought you to Atlanta?
Well,
We
there was an invite. In this business, people can give you invites and they want
Yes.
you to come check their stuff out.
Yeah.
So I can give her a shout out to Laura Poindexter,
Hey, Laura.
exclusive producer, director. I'm so proud of her because she's African American female, and it's really hard in that industry
I've
for
been
women.
watching her, yes.
But there's a few that's doing something. A
Yes.
girl that does power. She's tough. She's
Okay.
done a lot of serious shows. So
Yes.
Laura's is right underneath that right
Good,
now. So
yes.
she invited me to come on set, and I guess it was as a favor because she's also my cover girl. on our
Okay.
magazine.
Yeah, I
for
saw
Ambiance.
her owning your magazines as well.
So she said, well, hey, thank you for all that, and we're working on a movie, and we're gonna finish. We want you to come on out. So I said, well, I have. So me being the creative person that I am, see, when the door opens, it's not just me jumping out there.
Is that
I bring the team.
You
with
have
me.
to seize that opportunity.
You got to see it.
Yeah.
You got to see how this is going to benefit
right.
the group, not
That's
just
right.
yourself.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
So I said, Lena Mingo,
Yeah.
she got a reality show.
Yes.
My brand ambassador is pushing her thing.
Yes.
So let's make this happen. So
Yeah.
we came initially for that. Then then I met you on Facebook. Another door
media.
opened up,
Yeah.
and you and I. And
I'm
you,
part of this family now, y'all.
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah. You stuck like Chuck. Now.
I'm stuck like Chuck. It's a wrap.
So that door opened up,
Right.
and I said, well, look, we're going to be in town, and what would it take for us to come, and me bring my family on your show.
Yeah.
You took it from there. So that's
And I'm honored because, like, I'm like you with Bar Talk. Started Bar Talk 2 years ago,
Right.
and I just had a vision. I'm always praying for things.
Right.
As far as giving me a platform to help others, whatever it is that I'm doing, I want it to be involving helping someone.
I'm like that too.
And if I have to create a show, Bar Talk, to help get other people's stories out, then that's been kind of like rocky for me because, like you said, people start with you and then they'll stop,
Yeah, they
and then they're trying to change your whole vision.
Yes, and they talk
And it's
down
like,
on
okay,
it.
well now I don't feel like it's my vision anymore. I feel like it's somebody else's stuff. Like, this is what the reason why I did it this way, and I have to keep that same feeling and that same thought process about helping other people,
And
getting that story out, like your story.
I'm glad you brought that
Yeah.
up because my thing is going back into Houston and starting No Child Should Go to Bed Hungry.
Oh yeah.
Because I was at McDonald's one day and it just really took my heart, and I was, I come from the gym and these two little girls walked up. I think they was like 7 or 8, and they said, we haven't had anything to eat all night because Mom went to work. And I was just like,
Wow.
you walking up to my car, because I'm wondering why would they come to my car?
Yeah.
So I said, hold on just a minute. And they said, you're gonna leave without getting us something to eat, and we hungry, and we trying to go to school and stuff. I said, I can't put you in my car to take you to school because you know how
You
people
go to
think.
jail, right.
I said, but this is what I want you to do. And it was like, what? I want you to go into McDonald's and I want you to get anything you want today.
Oh.
And every time now I see those kids at McDonald's, I make sure I feed them.
Yeah.
Because it was 12 of us and we
They
never
came
went
to
to
you
bed
for a
hungry.
reason.
And I said, you can give me your number or something like that. They said, nah, Mama might get mad.
Oh, wow.
But that hurt me so bad.
Wow.
And it just been on me. I'm going back to Houston and I'm gonna get it started. No child should go to bed hungry.
No child. I love it. I love it.
great.
So, God just bring people in your life for different reasons,
Right.
to get that story, to get motivated, inspired by each other. And that's what we want to do here with Bar Talk shows, and help other people get their stories.
And I want to also tell you, I just want to say this real quick here. With my nails, I do have fun with them. I have to admit, I have fun. And sometimes I do play little tricks on people sometimes.
Okay.
What's fun about my nails, what I love to do, because they draw a lot of attention, so I get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Going into a fast food line to purchase something is the best time for me. Because when I'm serious, this is what happens every time I get in, and my daughter's been part of it. And that's why I play tricks on people.
Right.
But when I first pull up, I try not to come out too fast at them with my nails to handle my credit card or
Right.
cash, because it kind of
Yes.
like, whoa, what's
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
in your hand, So I kind of come up easy, and then they'll see them. I give them a chance to kind of take it all in, and they're like, oh, those are beautiful, blah, 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 blah. I said, oh, thank you. And she says, so she placed the order. And then she said, okay, it's going to be this amount. So I give her the credit card. She said, oh, I just can't believe your nails. And all of a sudden, the door closed, and then I see all this talking in the background.
Yeah.
And then, so before you know it, she takes the card, and then somebody else comes back and gives me the change.
That's it, right?
And then somebody else comes over to bring me the food.
Because everybody wants to see.
I'm serious.
Ma'am,
And
but
then-
you forgot your receipt.
Yeah, and then the last person gives me the receipt, and I'm like, why are 4 or 5 people waiting on me? Okay, so I told my daughter, I said, we're gonna play this trick. I'll make sure just one person wait on me. And we came up with this idea. I'll give you the card. I'm gonna give the lady the card, and then you get the change. Or if it's cash, or if you're returning the card, you get it. I'll put my hands down in my lap because I know she's already told
Right.
somebody, oh, y'all gotta come see these nails.
So you gonna get this money, or you gonna go
right,
tell?
So I put the nails down, and then I said, Chris, I said, now just reach over and get the card because this is a new person coming. So we'll see a different person, so she'll reach over and get the card, and you can just tell it's like, where are those nails, So I just leave it right there. So the original person will come back, and then I will show them the nails. And that's the funniest thing to me. So yeah, I love to go through those pull-up those
That is
fast
too
food
cute.
lines. Oh yeah, it's too funny.
But
I just want to say that.
that is awesome. I love the stories. I love the collaboration here. And I'm honored that you guys chose me to come out and be on my show. This is really big for me. That lets me know that people are watching. So, you just never know. You have to always be on your game because you just never know when people are watching. I'm used to interviewing celebrities. But I find that they're already there. To me, it's just like they're already there. I like to interview those who are trying to get there. Getting your brand out there, showing your faces, and making people helping you to be seen.
Yes.
And I'm really big
You're
about
talking
that.
to the up and coming stars.
Okay, well let me hear from you, Skylor. What is it that you do, and when are you coming to Atlanta?
Oh, girl, when
good.
you calling? That's the question. So I'm always ready to
Lena's like,
jump
no, you
and
can't
fly.
take my
So,
like you say, no, we can't take him to Atlanta. He gotta stay with you.
He can go.
Yeah.
I'm not worried
Come on.
about her. I'm
Come
not
on,
worried
come
about
on.
her.
I've watched him.
You,
She'll cry. But anyway, I just love doing hair. I've been doing hair, oh God, I don't tell my age, but 30 plus years.
wow.
So, and
Don't
I
tell your
actually
age,
love
but you
telling
do.
my age because I'm actually 50. So,
Wow.
but I love doing hair. I mean, eat, sleep, dream, just
What
hair.
inspired you though?
It's crazy. I'm gonna try to tell the story very shortly because my friend, she always tells me that I don't know when the cutoff point is. But basically, I was 18, just graduated high school. I'm spoiled. I ain't gonna lie, my mom, I'm spoiled. Originally from New Orleans,
You
but
said you
spoiled.
spoiled.
Mama had me spoiled. But my little cousin, she was staying with us, and she didn't know how to comb her hair. She was enjoying high school, so I'm starting to comb her hair for her because she did not know. And at this point, what ended up happening is she had a Wave Nouveau curl in her hair. So she kept on begging my mom, could she get a relaxer? Because at that time, MC Hammer, 357, all of them came out.
Yeah.
So salt and pepper, and
Yeah.
so she was like, I want a bob. I want the finger
waves. Yeah.
So she said, I want all of that and stuff. And so my mom took her to the salon with her one day, and I was there, and so I watched the girl do her hair. And so I'm sitting up there like, okay. So we get back home. Next morning, mom comes in from work, and she says, y'all get up, get dressed, clean up the house. And she said, we're going to the mall later on. So I was like, okay, great. So she gets up, she goes to the restroom, she comes running back out, and she was like, oh my God, I messed up my hair is messed up. And I was like, well, do you have a curling iron? And she was like, well, yeah, I do. And so it was one of the old ones with the little clamp, but the little plastic part on the thumb rest had broke out. I said, give me a piece of tissue and a rubber band. So I wrapped it around, put it on the rubber band, and I began to curl her hair like I saw my friend Gretchen Wingate do to her hair. So, and I'm like, and I had an interest in hair, but I just didn't know at that time. So I did her hair and fixed it back like I saw Gretchen do. I said, go to the restroom and go see what you think. Boy, she went in the restroom, she comes running back out. She was like, oh my God, you did my hair better than Gretchen. And I was like, really? So that was my inspiration point, I guess you can say, because again, I went to my mom one day and I said, Mama, I need some money to go to the mall. She was like, boy, you think money grow on trees? And so I'm looking like, wait. And so I heard a voice kick in and said, Mama's not going to always be here. And then that's when I decided, after doing my little cousin's hair, it's time for me to do something. I went on and went to school.
Wow.
Been doing it 30 plus years, and I love every minute of it.
Got that curling on in your hand and just went,
Exactly.
went to swinging, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Of course.
Nice,
You know,
beautiful.
and look, check this out. You know, Skylor just said something interesting. The one thing I want everybody to understand about our business association, we're all older. We all kind of, even though we may have started this stuff earlier,
Yeah.
we're kind of diverse. We've done other things, but a lot of our things that we're getting ready to do now, we're implementing, and we're older. When you get over 50, it doesn't mean you stop dreaming.
That's
It
right.
doesn't mean you
That's
stop
right.
your vision.
That's
It
right.
doesn't mean you stop helping people.
That's right.
God wants us to keep moving.
Right.
And I love the fact that I'm older. I'm the elder statesman here. I'm not gonna say older, but I'm the elder statesman here. And when I came into the entertainment business, I was 52.
Wow.
I went to LA
Wow.
with no formal training in entertainment. I was a photographer. I was an amateur
Mm-hmm.
photographer. I'm really good at photography. That's what opened doors for me
Okay.
in Hollywood. But I didn't have any aspirations to do a magazine. I didn't have any aspirations to do a celebrity red carpet. Just things opened up, and I started realizing this is something I think I can do. So I didn't let my age, I didn't let the fact that I just retired from corporate America prohibit me from pursuing something else. And I want everybody to understand that that's what we're built on. You know, that's what we do.
That's
So
right.
keep on pursuing your dreams, never stop. Like Lena said, you know, Kentucky Fried Chicken story is real.
Yes,
You
it
know,
is.
and we all exemplify that.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Already.
And I hope
We
won't use that.
seasoned folks
That's
over
right.
here.
And reliable.
Seasoned, reliable, and then what I like about everybody's story is everybody, like you said, everybody started older, but we always had that gift.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
We just discovered it
Right.
as we got older, because
Right.
my gift was, I have a youth organization as well,
Right.
and I love working with kids. When I was younger, I was that person that at the family functions that everybody say, go in the back room, take them in the back room and entertain the kids, and that's what I did. And then we would come out with a whole fashion show, talent show, introducing everybody. Welcome, and they had all the grown folks sitting around ready for a show. So they would come out the room to do their little talent or whatever. But I didn't know as I got 40, in my 40s, that I would have a youth organization helping young kids, you know,
That's
helping them with their
awesome.
talents. So I built a platform for them to get on the stage and perform, do whatever it is, comedy, whatever talent that they had. It came back.
I like that.
But this is what I've always loved to do. I always loved to work with kids, entertainment, all that stuff, and I'm doing it right now. So, and I always tell kids, like, sometimes you may not know what you want to do now, but when you get older, it's gonna come right back to you.
Yes.
That one thing is gonna come right back to you. And even with me modeling, I wanted to model when I got out of high school. I fell in love, got married by 2021, had some kids, and that was my dream. That was it. That just stopped all my dreams. I had this chiropractor. He was a white guy, married. He had 2 twin daughters and a couple other little kids. They had a lot of kids, and they always wanted to bring me under their wing and you know, help me get into the whole modeling industry and stuff. But I wanted to be in love, and I chose all that and let it go. But when I turned 40, when I came to Atlanta at the age of 40, I walked my first runway.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
I
what's
said, I
up.
did it.
And
At
you
least
never-
I did it.
And you're never too old to do
No.
Never.
anything. You have that, your mindset is everything. I've learned that. Because I find people say all the time, well, I'm too old to do this, you know, I
Yeah.
can't do this. You can do all
You
things.
can do
Anything you wanna
anything.
do.
You
Anything
can
you wanna
create what you want to create.
Yes.
Everything that I say I wanted to do, I did it. I wanted to start a bar talk show. A talk show, I did it. I wanted to do the radio, I did it. And I started my youth organization, I did it. I'm a life coach. I did it because I'm always talking to people about their problems. And sometimes that's all they want you to do is listen.
Right.
Yeah. I agree.
They just want you to listen, and just by listening, you can help solve a lot of issues. Like, okay, well, you done already figured it out. Go for it.
And that's what I feel about my nails.
Live your
For all
best
you
life.
young ladies out there that are curious about it and want to do this and afraid to be different and dare to be different,
Yes.
don't let anyone stop you from doing what you want to do. If you want to grow your nails longer, you do it. Don't let anybody stop you, no matter what they say. Because I was intimidated when people would see my nails. They would make me feel bad the way they respond to my nails.
Yeah.
And it made me not want to show them. I'm not to cut them off because I wasn't.
Right.
But I just didn't want to show them. So I started saying, you know what? I'm just going to be me because this is my signature. This is who I am.
That's right.
I'm not going to hide them anymore. So
That's
now
right.
when I'm out, I'm going to talk with my hands. And if whatever they feel and whatever if they like them and don't like them, you know, I don't care.
And I was talking to
It's
Skylor
different. Dare to be different.
on yesterday, and I said I'd rather have 10 people that believe in me than a million that don't.
That's right.
And I was telling him about, just like Instagram. I said, they always hit on the people that's already made it, and they keep you right here. They're just trying to keep you here.
Yeah.
They know it's good. They looked at it, but they're not
They
gonna
keep
hit it.
on
But don't
passing
worry
you by.
about it. You gotta know one thing they saw.
They watching.
They watching. That's right.
That's
That's
right.
right.
They saw it.
Yeah.
People only watch you if you're doing something that they're either afraid to do or can't do.
Yeah.
That's who they hate.
So
on.
that's what we can't get discouraged about. We can't get into this whole numbers game. Numbers are good, but
No.
because of the business, because people want to see numbers to say, well, let's rock with you,
Right.
let's make money together.
Right.
But as far as, I lost a whole page, my Facebook page at the beginning of the year. It's gone. I had over 10,000 followers or whatever. And I started this new, because I spoke it into existence anyway. I said, you know what, beginning new year, I want new people. I want good quality people on my page. Like, I want
Exactly.
business people. I want to
Exactly.
partner with people. I want to network with business people that are doing business. And my page just disappeared. And God said, well, you're going to have to start it up. Because remember that day when you said this and that?
But
And
starting
now you got to
over is
start
good.
over. And now you get to choosing what people that you want to bring into this new chapter,
Right.
And I love it. I may not have all those numbers, but I got the quality.
You got the
There you
quality.
go.
That's right.
That's good.
Yeah, so don't get so caught up in the numbers. Quality is everything.
That's right.
But y'all, I want to say thank you guys for joining Bar Talk
No, thank you.
ATL.
Thank
This
you.
has been an awesome show.
Yes,
We
sir.
have Dallas, Houston, New York in the house, and I am thankful that you guys came out and presented yourself very well here in the A.
We'll be back.
We'll be back, but that concludes our show, Bar Talk ATL.
Oh, let me put my link to my.
We want to put you, yeah, we gotta do everybody's how you find. So we'll go here and work our way around.
Okay. You can find me on Facebook as Lena Y. Mingo, the Real Hair Junkies of Houston, Texas. And you can find me on Instagram, Hair Bumpers.
All right.
All right. Webpage is darkableproductionsuncut.com. You can go on there, and that links you into all, Instagram and all the other sites. And my email is ambiancemagazineinc@gmail.com.
Oh,
And you can reach me on Facebook under Lena Cole, and my email address is Lena's 10 Nails with a Z at yahoo.com. And you can reach me on Instagram, Lena's 10 Nails with a Z.
And you can look at me on Instagram under Sky, SKY, period. I'm sorry,
Let me see.
SKY, period.
where you at? There you
LOR.
go, Sky.
ERIC hair salon.
Instagram.
Also, you can look up me on Facebook under Skylor Eric Hair Salon. And my email is sky_Ford70@yahoo.com.
To book your next appointment.
Yeah.
There you go.
And you can find me at Bar Talk ATL, Marcella One Life Purpose, and Bar Talk ATL on Facebook. Or you can just Google me. And if you would like to be a part of the show, of course, you can email us at bartalkatl1@gmail.com. Thank you for joining Bar Talk ATL, and it's a wrap. Y'all want to toast?
All right.
It's a wrap. Toast it up. Thank you for joining Bar Talk ATL, and it's a wrap.
We love Ambiance magazine.
I'm Catherine. I'm Noelle. I'm Symphony. And we love Ambiance magazine.